shit together! You get fucking hacked! SQL injections? Is this shit safe or not? Is this fucking shit safe or not? I trust you with all my goddamn internet money. The least I can fucking ask you is to keep your shit secure! The one thing, your one fucking job. Do it later!
The world's largest crypto hardware wallet was hacked today. I'm going to go over exactly what happened and also how I am keeping myself safe from things like this. Major updates for Bitcoin ETFs. Suzu, the founder of 3 Arrows Capital, is getting released. This is your daily dose of crypto. Let's get into it. This video is not financial advice. Read disclaimers on the screen. One of the scariest exploits to ever happened in crypto today. Now, the reason why this is so scary is firstly because it affects the world's largest hardware wallet, and secondly because it exposed just how incompetent the team is behind Ledger. I mean, I think many of you are going to be very surprised as to just how insecure Ledger actually is. This morning, a former Ledger employee fell victim to a phishing attack that gained access to their npm.js account. The attacker then used that account to publish a malicious version of the Ledger Connect kit, and the malicious code used a rogue Wallet Connect project to reroute funds to a hacker wallet. So the hacker uploaded code to the official Ledger Connect codebase, and anyone using Ledger Connect at that time basically got their entire wallets drained. Now, it's actually insane that they got hacked in this manner. So Ledger security is so bad that a single former employee, he didn't even work there anymore, getting one of his accounts hacked meant a major update could be sent out to all Ledger users instantly with no verification. Boom, the code's changed now, and yeah, a bunch of people hacked. That also raises the question that if Ledger Connect was so insecure, I don't even want to think about how secure their firmware is. Now, in case you're unaware, the firmware is just the underlying software for the entire hardware wallet, and you know, this comes from Ledger's mouth right here. Technically speaking, it is and always has been possible to write firmware that facilitates key extraction. You have always trusted Ledger not to deploy such firmware whether you knew it or not. So if they literally didn't take security for Ledger Connect that seriously, I mean, how seriously are they taking the security of their underlying firmware? Could the next Ledger update just basically drain your wallets and give your private key to a hacker? So it has been fixed, but the big question is, how do you protect yourself in the future from something like this happening? The way I personally like to do it is to spread my risk. So you should never have, or I never have, any of my crypto held in a single place. I prefer to use multiple wallets and also spread my risk over exchanges as well. So that way, if an exchange goes down or a wallet gets hacked, I don't lose everything and I'm still in the game. Not only that, but it also recently came out that Ledger Live also has trackers built into it. So the actual team behind Ledger know basically everything you're doing with it. Every click, every keystroke, everything you look at gets tracked, logged, and phoned home to Ledger, where they keep this data for some reason. Not only that, but the actual tracking code they're using for your data is placed along with the other critical logic according to @rrkcrypto, meaning that they basically believe user tracking is as important as the actual wallet management functionality. So here's an example of some of their tracking messages, and yeah, you can see everything you do on Ledger Live is tracked and sent to the Ledger team. I still don't think many of you understand. Bybit, the world's best crypto exchange, is trying to give you $30,000 for free, and to claim it, all you have to do is sign up to Bybit using the link below. It will take you to this page right here where you can make an account and also take a look at the bonuses right here. And not only that, if you sign up to Bybit using the link in the description down below, you'll get access to my full bull market strategy. This goes into full detail how I plan on playing the next few years in crypto. Big updates coming in for Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, according to SEC sources, the cash create mechanism is now a hard line for the approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, if you guys aren't aware, cash create is when you can swap US dollars for the Bitcoin ETF versus swapping your Bitcoin for the ETF. And this is a huge middle finger to Grayscale, who is also a major applicant in the ETF race, because they actually have a trust right now that holds a bunch of Bitcoin, and they were hoping that their users could just swap their, Grayscale Bitcoin to an ETF, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. It seems like Grayscale is going to have to sell a bunch of the Bitcoin they have to then convert that from cash back into a Bitcoin ETF. This is a bit annoying for Grayscale, but in my opinion, for the progression of ETFs actually getting released, it is good that the SEC is now starting to make hard lines and what makes an ETF approval possible a lot clearer. 3 Arrows Capital's Suzu will be released and faces court proceedings in Singapore. So he was arrested for not cooperating with liquidation efforts and is set to be released this month. And in case you guys weren't aware, he was the leader of a hedge fund called Three Arrows Capital that reportedly lied to their investors, and they basically lost everyone's money and collapsed. Zhu also faces questioning in a 2-day Singapore court hearing this week as liquidators are seeking to reclaim $3.5 billion for Three Arrows Capital's creditors. So the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said that they'll likely not hike further, so interest rates have likely peaked and they'll only go either sideways or potentially down sometime in the near future. More money lost in crypto, and this one here is less serious and in my opinion way more funny. So Yearn Finance, which is a very massive DeFi protocol, this is it right here. So it's currently worth just about $286 million with $350 million locked in its protocol. Well, they accidentally just swapped their entire treasury and are now asking nicely for the money back. Periodically, Yearn Finance converts a small quantity of its treasury tokens into stablecoins to spend on operations. However, something went terribly wrong during this process when they went to perform a swap and erroneously converted the entire amount, nearly 3.8 million IPYCRV2 tokens, these are just farming tokens basically, into a stablecoin. Because there was not sufficient liquidity for such a large trade at the going price, the trade was ultimately fulfilled but at a 63% loss. So they turned $2.28 million into $780,000. They did ask nicely for their funds to be returned to whoever made a profit from this, and one guy returned 2 ETH worth about $4.4 thousand. So, you know, in my opinion, the money's probably gone. But, you know, at the end of the day, Yearn Finance is a massive protocol, and, you know, losing just a mil or so out of the $350 million locked in their protocol doesn't seem to be a big deal. I mean, the price hasn't really fluctuated from it. Big news coming out for WorldCoin, a project about identity which was created by the CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, currently valued at just about $390 million. Well, they actually unveiled their new digital passport for Reddit, Shopify, Minecraft, and Telegram. You can use your World ID to prove your personhood on a bunch of services. And in case you guys forgot, to prove that you are a real person, they basically scan your eyeball. Like and subscribe with the notification turned on so you stay up to date with everything happening in the crypto world. Follow my Twitter for live updates, and I'll see you soon. This video is not financial advice. Read disclaimers on the screen.